friend Chris here, aka Kermie, and welcome to Reading with Kermie. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon so far. It's almost 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, and it's right before I'm going to get my slippers off and shoes on to get ready for school. Yes, my comfy new Christmas slippers are still on because they're cozy around the house and I like it. Oh, look at this! We have been visited by Binks. He is wanting to be part of the Reading with Kermie again today. We've had him 3 days in a row. Say, hey, Binks. Yeah, he likes Reading with Kermie, and so do I. And I hope you guys do too. So welcome to Reading with Kermie. Let's get going on Don't Stretch the Small Stuff. It's just small stuff. In this next chapter, me and Binks will read with you guys. It's titled, Remember that you become what you practice most. Ooh, sounds like a good one. Repeated practice is one of the most basic principles of most spiritual and meditative paths. In other words, whatever you practice most is what you will become. If you are in the habit of being uptight whenever life isn't quite right, repeatedly reacting to criticism by defending yourself, insisting on being right, allowing your thinking to snowball in response to adversity, or acting like life is an emergency, then unfortunately your life will be a reflection of this type of practice. Okay. You will be frustrated because, in a sense, you have practiced being frustrated. Likewise, however, you can choose to bring forth in yourself qualities of compassion, patience, kindness, humility, and peace, again, through what you practice. I guess it's safe to say that practice makes perfect. It makes sense, then, to be careful what you practice. This isn't to suggest that you make your entire life into a great big project where the goal is to be constantly improving yourself, only that it's immensely helpful to become conscious of your own habits, both internal and external. Where's your attention? How do you spend your time? What are you cultivating habits that are helpful to you, to your stated goals? Is what you say you want your life to stand for consistent with what your life really stands for? Okay, let me start that sentence over again. Is what you say you want your life to stand for consistent with what your life really stands for? Simply asking yourself these and other important questions and answering them honestly helps you determine which strategies will be most useful to you. Have you always said to yourself, I'd like to spend more time with myself, or I've always wanted to learn to meditate, yet somehow you never find the time? Sadly, many people spend far more time washing their car or watching reruns on television shows that they don't even enjoy than they do making time for aspects of life and nature to nurture their hearts. If you remember that what you practice you will become, you may begin choosing different types of practices. Yes. What is your practices today? I ask. And I'm asking myself that too. And me, living most of my life off and on an active addiction, I've definitely changed a lot of practices in my life. Even in the last year or so, things have become different for me in a good, positive way, evolving and expanding myself and my horizons. And some days it seems like it's slowly, but you know what? Like the book shared, be consistent at new practices in life, and the things you want to conquer and get through and set goals for and stuff. You know, where I'm at right now, my practices is, well, first, definitely, foremost, I put down the drugs and alcohol. That I'm extremely grateful for, because I, for years and years and years, went back and forth to that active use, and that told me right there, you know what, I got to change some practices in my life, you know, and it's way different for me today. You know, I was going to meetings for 15 years, and last year it's been really strange for me and different, not in a bad way, but in a lot of good ways. I've been going to meetings for NA meetings for 15 years, and I haven't gone to but one meeting in the last year or so since I started school. And you know what? It's different. It's lonely at times, but it's given me a chance to really sit down and practice to get to know me a little bit. And it's been good, you know. Like I said, it's been lonely at times, but it's okay. You know, I'm not even sure if I want to go back to meetings. At least right now, I'm not ready to. I'm, you know, not only wanting to spend that time to get to know me more, but I'm going to school, and that's a new practice for me. You know, I'm not even totally 100% sure what I want to do in school, but you know what, I'm in school, I'm exploring my options, I'm figuring out other things I want to do in my life and focus on, and you know, that's practice to get to know that. That's even a practice to try to figure that out, you know, going to school, and I'm going to try to go into psychology first and see how that goes, you know, see what kind of fields are out there for me, and, you know, go from there. Not like I said, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do and what field I want to get into, but I know, I want something different, so I'm doing that something different. Going to school, you know, I'm waking up around the same time every day, practicing my yoga every morning, which is a new thing. You know, I still feel my legs are hurting from the first time I ever practiced months ago. But you know what? I'm doing something different. I'm stretching my body out. I'm working on healing my body in bits and pieces in different ways, and it's just been cool. I've been writing a lot more again. That's a new practice, because you know, there's a long time where I wouldn't write hardly anything, and I love to write. You know, it gets my stuff out there and gets it out of my head, and that's a great tool I use for myself. And yeah, it's just awesome reading. You become what you practice. That's freaking awesome. And I lost my page. That was yesterday. Remember that you become what you practice most. So I'm doing new practices in my life to figure out who that is. Find out what triggers me and my happiness, what drives my passions. And you know, that's sometimes all we can do is just move forward and find that peace within. Go from there, you know. Find out what works for each and every one of you. So practice, 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 whatever it is, guys. Anyway, it's about that time for me to start getting fully dressed and backpack ready and get going for the day. So I hope you guys all have a great Wednesday and you guys got something out of it like I have. You know, these chapters really make me, allow me to look at myself in different perspectives and see what I'm doing or how I can expand myself. So it's been a really cool thing, and it's a real cool journey to continue this reading with Kermie with you guys. So today I'm going to look at my practices and what different what else I can do or how I can expand all that. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and Brinks also says have a wonderful day. We love you, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace.